I decided to make a quick little video just explaining a problem I was having with my Logitech Driving Force GT. What was happening is when I would plug it in, it would jerk around a couple times and then the wheel would give up, no force feedback. The pedals and the buttons on the wheel would still work. However, no steering was inputted and recognized by the device, and the force feedback didn't do anything. So I tried a different power supply because I have a couple different power supplies that are all 24 volts, which is what this takes. And same problem. So what I did was take it apart. And you don't have to be intimidated by taking it apart. It's like 7 screws on the bottom and the top will come off. And I was looking around here, and then this little black box goes right over this thing here. And you can pop this off just by putting a little screwdriver in between this thing and the metal and just kind of prying it off, and it will just pop off. And what this is basically a little infrared sensor. It uses a little beam of light that goes in between the little slots on this wheel. I don't know if you can see that. There's little slots, and then as that moves between the beam, it will recognize the change in light. It'll see there's light, no light, light, no light, and that turns with the wheel, so that tells the computer what position the wheel is in, and it uses that to calibrate. So what happened was this little black wheel had actually kind of fallen off of the little shaft that it's supposed to be on, and it was just kind of spinning on the shaft here. And what that's going to do is, since that's not moving properly with the wheel, when it goes to calibrate, it's not going to be receiving a signal that the computer recognizes. It's going to notice that something is wrong, and it's going to decode that as an error, and it's going to brick the wheel, basically. So what I did is basically just take this with your finger, and I just kind of pushed it back onto the shaft. It still feels kind of loose. So honestly, if that's what it feels like, I would suggest maybe putting a drop of super glue on the little shaft or something just to kind of hold it in place. But it is more secure than it was. And after putting that little wheel on, all I did was plug it back into the computer, and it spun and calibrated as normal. So I'm sure this is the issue for a lot of use cases where you get flashing light and no steering input. Hopefully this fixes it for you. If it does not, I would recommend trying a new power supply.